spent about 2.5 hours very early this morning on the Bureau of Labor and Statistics website. That is a very annoying website to try to pull information from. And I started it last night. I'm not feeling well. I've got some kind of something or other. And I crashed and burned last night and didn't finish it. So I worked on it this morning. And I have some numbers coming out of the Bureau of Labor and Statistics. Very interesting numbers. Also, I saw an article this morning coming out of CNSnews.com that revealed some of the same information. That is a conservative news agency, news organization that is a nonprofit. So not getting a whole lot of coverage and not getting a whole lot of press coming out of mainstream media. These are all things that nobody wants to talk about. But I'm going to talk about it starting out the next hour. 888-589-8840. AFR Talk, Financial Issues. My name's Dan Celia. Let's go back to the phones and then I'm going to pick up on this record-breaking news once again. Let me go to Steve. Steven's calling us from North Carolina. Who is it? Oh, I'm sorry, Marie. Marie from Oklahoma. Hey, Marie.
Hello. Good morning. Thank you for taking my call, and I certainly appreciate all your good advice and godly advice. What I want to speak about, well, I have a comment after this, but what I want to speak about is my husband and I were, I don't know if the word is called scammed. He's a retired Army soldier. He's a veteran. And we had refinanced our home last year. We had 16 and a half years left on our mortgage. And we refinanced for 15 years, we thought. And a gentleman had come to our home telling us it was a specific deal offered to veterans, approved by the VA. And he was giving us a loan with 3% guaranteed for so many years, and then we'd go to 4.5%. And, so we thought this year, this is this kind of arm loan that maybe is dangerous. So we thought, we may want to refinance for 3% fixed. When we did that a few days ago, by speaking to the new person we were trying to do business with, this person tells me, well, you're not on a 15-year loan plan, you're on 30 years. And since this person came to our house, he was emphasizing, doing this, you'll be finished paying in 15 years, and we just believed it, and he did all the paperwork. We didn't really have to look at anything, but signed the final document without ever seeing the 30 years. So now we're stuck on a 30-year mortgage.
Well, first of all, Marie, you're not stuck. You can always refinance. There's nothing to keep you from refinancing unless there was a clause that you cannot refinance, which would be very unusual. Maybe there would be a clause in that for the first year or so, but you could still go to any other mortgage company and refinance, or go to the VA and refinance that.
All right, then we're going to do that. Of course, we're losing other finance costs and closing costs, and we're losing. But I guess this is something that at our age we really didn't expect. And my husband is a very honest man, and we thought always, a handshake on a deal is something that he still believes in, and it's no longer this way.
It is not. That is an honorable thought, but unfortunately those days are gone. But I would refinance. Call the VA administration and get an approved lender for a VA refinance situation, and that's what you should be doing. Go ahead. You had another question, Marie.
He's able to refinance us for 3% on a 15-year mortgage deal.
Yeah,
so
I don't think you'll
do that then.
Okay, yeah, do that. I don't think you'll get 3%, but you'll get somewhere close to that. It'll be below 4%, and that's a good thing to do it for 15 years. Yep.
And also, that I realized, I do have a lot of black friends. My husband is a black man. We have 3 children from a prior marriage, and I have a son who is from my current husband. And these people are good Christians. They consider themselves good Christians. They go to church. But they have made President Obama their God. They're not realizing that President Obama is not doing things according to the word of God, like abortion, homosexuality, but they've made him their God because he has a black skin like they have. And I'm trying to speak to them and tell them, do you realize, he's not your God. He's not going to stand in front of God at the end on Judgment Day and say they voted for me because I'm black. Don't this question, I don't even know how to bring it up to them where they will understand. It looks like they put up a brick wall when I'm trying to mention this.
Well, they put up a brick wall, obviously, because they know you're right. You're calling their Christianity into account, which you should, by the way. I am still mystified that anybody can call themselves a true Christian and be perfectly okay with same-sex marriage, or to be perfectly okay with a platform that not only endorses abortion but has our tax-paying dollars pay for it, but endorses abortion. That is part of their platform, and yet they would call themselves a Christian, or be able to overlook that. I think that is really more of a pathetic state of America, who has made government their God, not just a particular person in government. And it's very, very sad. And I think the only way you combat that is to continue to harp on two very important issues. They are character flaws. Character flaws, I won't say in an individual, there are character flaws in the party in which those individuals represent. And I have a real issue with a platform that is including those things. And I'm sorry, I know that there are many Democratic senators and Democratic House congressmen and others that don't want to be lumped in with the idea that they are supporting abortion or they are supporting same-sex marriage. But the fact of the matter is, that's what the platform is firmly planted on. And as a member of that party, you are buying into that platform. And frankly, if they say to you, well, I don't buy into that platform, and this goes for any individual in your church or any politician, well, I don't buy in totally to that platform. I don't believe in abortion. I don't believe in same-sex marriage. But if they say that, then what they're saying is that they do not. This is what they're saying, and you've got to challenge them on this. What they're saying is they do not have the character to stand up for what they know is right and what they believe in. That's what they're saying. And I would say that to every member of Congress or every member of the Senate, state, local, or any other politician.